Morning, Swank family. My name is Carrie. You know me on the board. I'm one of your admins. I just wanted to tell you how I got started with Swank in the first place. Most of you know how I had come back because I went off of it for about a year and I had a major bout of optic neuritis. But most of you don't know how I got started on it in the first place. Oh, and ignore my eyes because I just had eye surgery, so I had a little lid retraction going on in this one, so kind of ignore it. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to ignore it, but try your best. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back to 2001. In 2001, my mom was 54. She died unexpectedly. I was 32. I was having a really hard time. I was feeling sick all the time. I was distraught. I was having some strange issues. Parts of my body would go numb just for minutes at a time. It came back. I really didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just stress. So, let's see. Then we fast forward to 2003. 2003, I went numb in my legs. One leg went numb all the way up to my knee. The other leg went numb halfway up my shin. I went to the doctor. I told him I had gotten new shoes. Maybe that was it. I was trying to convince myself there was nothing really wrong. He said, okay, well, let's keep an eye, and if it doesn't go away, come back. So it did go away in about 3 weeks. So I thought, okay, I'm all good. It was just my shoes. So about 8 months later, my fingertips started to tingle. They felt a little numb. It's hard to explain what I was really feeling. Also, I had a vibration in my back. And it felt like someone was holding a beeper that was on vibrate on my back. Yes, it was when beepers were out. So I told my husband, I said, could you just put your hand on my back? Do you feel that? He said, feel what? I said, a vibration. He said, no. And I said, you don't feel that? He said, no. I thought, oh my God, this is it. I'm losing my mind. I am really losing my mind now. So I went back to the doctor. I told him what was going on. He asked me if, when I bent my head forward, if it got worse. I said, no. He said, okay. And I said, well, why? What does that mean? He said, well, that could point to MS. I said, oh, okay. Well, great. I don't have that because it's not doing that. Well, then I went home. Oh, he also sent me for blood work and an MRI in the meantime. So the next morning, I bent my head forward. I was doing my hair. Yeah, the vibrations got crazy. They were zapping my fingertips all the way down from my shoulders to my fingers. It was awful. I thought, okay, this is it. I have it. I know I have MS. This is it. So, okay, let's see what happens. So the MRI came back. Sure enough, there were lesions on my brain and a couple on my spine. And I was sent to a neurologist. He wanted to put me onto Sabri because that was the newest drug that was out. So I was on the waiting list for that. A couple days later, I put the news on, and it turns out a couple people died. They recalled it. They pulled it from the shelves. So my doctor called me back in. He said, you have to pick a drug. I thought, I don't know. If this drug can do that, I don't really have faith in the other ones. So I kept researching. And in the meantime, I thought, you know what? There has to be some kind of diet or something for this. So I decided to just forego the drugs because they scared me too much, more than the MS did. And I just went on the diet. And I'll tell you, for 13 years, I had no relapses, no exacerbations. I was fine. The only thing I would have is when I was tired or stressed, I would get a little burning sensation. That was it. So here I am after going off of it because I had another medical issue, which, hello, my eyes. and I'm back, and I'm never going off it again. And I just wanted to tell you newcomers to the group, I know you're scared because I was petrified. I actually shook. I was shaking for a week straight because I thought this was it. My life was over. No, it's not over. It's actually better than it ever was. I have energy. I'm happy. I'm enjoying my cooking. I love creating recipes and posting them and sharing them with you. And I just wanted to tell you to hang in there, and it will get better. Just have patience. This does work. See you on the board. Bye.